Good morning. Hey, Grandchico. Welcome, man. Good morning, dude. I'm doing good, dude. It was a good weekend, man. I just tried to chill, relax a little. Although I was doing some home projects on, what was it, Sunday? Saturday? Sunday? I think it was Sunday. Kind of lost track of time now. But it was a good weekend. How about yours? Do you have a good Labor Day weekend? Get the volume down a little bit. So today we are here in Euro Truck Simulator. Oh, and I just saw your question. Yeah, I don't go to Clearwater that much. Or St. Pete, they're too far south. Usually I go to Anna Maria, Honeymoon Island. There's other beaches that are close, that are not better, but just closer. They're all nice around here. Hey, Shaq Matas. Let's get started. Give it a couple of minutes. We got our chat working, which is great. It was usually taking a little bit longer, so I think it's pretty good that we are going a little bit faster now. "3 a.m. mystery." Hello. Let me see here. I'm gonna do something and I just forgot what I was gonna do. Oh, I was gonna fix my camera. The camera's been moving all around. I have to find a way to kind of have it in a better position that it won't move around. And I wish there was a way to kind of avoid it and show everything. But every camera I try, they don't have they're not wide enough, and when you use a fisheye, things look ugly, especially if they're a circle. So I guess it is what it is. Let me just fix my chat window here. The TikTok app. We can move this a little bigger here. There we go. So this way I can see my feedback window. Welcome everyone. Today we are here in Euro Truck Simulator. As a good Tuesday, it's Tuesdays and Thursdays that we play Euro Truck Simulator. Hello, Tokyo GK. I don't remember you yet, but if you keep coming, I promise I will. I just said out loud your name, so I will probably remember you next time. My memory is not the greatest, but when I say, the name of the person out loud, it just makes it easier for me to remember. Nathan Martinez, so your radio doesn't display the music you are playing? Not here. Volvo did not have this feature back in 2005 till 2009 that this radio was available. However, as you can see here, this is the song that is playing, so it's displaying on my gauge cluster, and I can show it to you if I open up my Apple CarPlay. Right here, it says Waveform Wonders, Screen Beats by Harris Healer. So because the name is too big, not showing the Waveform Wonders, but the Stream Beats by Harry's Healer is. So it does show the song here on my dashboard, but I can change that. I usually leave there the information about the mileage, how many miles to an empty tank. And that is a little bit more useful for me than knowing the song name, because I also leave my Apple CarPlay, because I kind of like to know what song is playing. Not right now during the live stream, because I use a copyright-free, suite of songs. But you can see here if you are on TikTok. Okay, so you're watching the vertical stream. You can see here on my Apple CarPlay thing on the display, it also shows the name of the song down here on the right. But that's most useful for me when I'm playing offline. I'm not live streaming and I put like real music. Not that this is not real music, but in any case, Ratislav. Sorry, man, if I butchered your name. Real car console as a simulator rig? Yes, sir. Manual gearbox? Yes, sir. So this is what Volvo called the Spaceball. So the Spaceball is a sphere instead of a boot, a leather boot. and it has and so it works first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and reverse, and it has the numbers. I don't think, let me see if I can show you the numbers by, oh, let me move the camera back to the main. If I zoom in, let's see if I can show the numbers. Yeah, you can kind of see the number there. That's the number 1, 3, and 5 right there on the gear display. And obviously on the bottom here you can see the you can't see, but I can see there's the numbers 2, 4, 6, and reverse. Was a pretty cool gearbox if you ask me. I think Volvo really nailed this one. Hey Samsung fridge fan, how you doing, dude? We're getting ready to drive. So good morning, man, or good afternoon. I forgot, where are you from, man? Where are you located? What country? What part of the world? Let's put the miles to an empty tank here. We are in Europe somewhere today. Where are we? And I think I have to reload my truck sim. Here we go. Where are we? We are in Sweden, Stockholm. Yeah, we're parked by a Scania dealership in Stockholm with our Volvo. Yeah, the gauge cluster works. Everything you see here works, man. There's absolutely not a single thing that does not work. And before you ask, the AC is not blowing air, but the buttons work. So I can press any button here and they will do whatever I tell them to do. So I can change things around, I can change the camera, I can start the engine, I can turn off the parking brake. Let's go inside the truck right now, for instance, and start the power. So like putting the key on number 2. So this will get the key now on number 2. It's not started yet, so I can press it again, make sure it's on neutral, and start the truck. So we're gonna start driving around, and I don't think I have a job yet, so let's find a job. Let's find a job. So we're here in Stockholm, all the way north into Europe here, and let's find something cool to do. And we got Stockholm right here, so we can take this boat to Stockholm, not Stockholm, to also Sweden. Take these cars out to Poland. Not a bad trip. We can go to, I don't know if I want to go all the way down to Italy today. Not that I don't want to go there, but it's pretty far. We can take IKEA. Oh, that's a cool one. Let's go to Norway. Let's take this IKEA trailer here. Does this work with SimHub? Yes, everything is connected to SimHub. Where is my PSI gauge? It's right there on my Apple CarPlay. So let me show you my Apple CarPlay. So if you look here, where are you? Are you Mr. Message? Oh, Xerox. Okay, so you are on TikTok. So yeah, you're seeing right here. If you look at the top one, that's the on the top left square there. You'll see that the first line is the PSI. So that's how much pressure my brakes have right now. So if I press the brakes, you see it just went down a little bit. If I keep pressing, that will knock down my pressure. Like if I pump it, now it's gonna go back up. Fork, what's a good, reliable, and cheap wheel do you recommend for a starter? Fork, I recommend for starters the Moza. I think Moza ecosystem right now is pretty competitive. It has good prices. If you just get the, a good bundle, you'll get an R3 bundle or an R5 bundle. It's gonna cost you below $500, and it's gonna be a very good, reliable one, in my opinion. So let's get going. We gotta go get the trailer at an IKEA. Hey Samsung, yes, I forgot. You told me that already. I need to record in my brain. Philippines, dude. You told me that once. You can put a handle with extra gears to make 18-speed manual, but this is mostly old classic like Peterbilt. Yeah. What I do... Oh, the speedometer, sorry. Yeah, what I do here is I changed the truck transmission to a 6-speed manual transmission, so it matches the H pattern I have here. You know, I drive cars as well on the... Oh, we're going that way. So I drive cars on the simulator as well. So one thing I like is just keeping the 6-speed manual transmission like intact. Just went around in a circle. Which wheel do you recommend for pros? Simicube is a very good brand, man. I think Simicube is a brand that is worth taking a look at. There's also some Magic. But Simicube is the best one for pros. Like the pros they all use Simicube. It's a very powerful, very detailed steering wheel. I've driven a few times in other places. I don't have one here, but from what I could gather, it is a pretty good steering wheel. But that's what I would recommend mostly. Hello, Adam. Hello, Fitolo. And Tony, hello. We're going to take a left to IKEA. Just read the signs, dude. Sorry, guys. Almost crashed. Almost got you guys hurt. So we are in Sweden with a Volvo, and we're gonna get some meatballs before we go at IKEA. Is that wheel custom, Fork? The wheel is a Volvo wheel, and it's put into my Fanatec. So I have a video on my channel that I will teach you how to do that on steering wheel. So it's a step-by-step tutorial. And I think I'm gonna actually fix, because I think it's not straight. I installed a new driver, and I might not have calibrated this one. Thank you, Game Breaking. Thank you, man. Where is it? I think it's up ahead. Yeah, you could, but I think I'd rather stick with teaching people how to build the simulators, not drive. There's a lot of people that are better than me for driving. Alright, that's a tight entrance to IKEA. Well, thank you, Fork. I appreciate it. All right, let's get that IKEA trailer. So we're gonna take this IKEA trailer to Bergen in Norway. There it is. Which wheel do I have? I have a Fanatec Club Sport TT. The 12 Newton meters one. There it is. That's our trailer on our right. And in case you guys are wondering, I can see on my side mirrors. Let me show you guys. So if I look right, that's my right view mirror. And if I look left with my head, that's my other rear view mirror. Hey, Rios! Welcome, dude. Good morning. How's your day going so far? How was your Labor Day weekend? All right, a little bit more. There we go. Attach it. There we go. We're at IKEA. That's a perfect shot right there. So parking brake. Let's connect it. Put it back inside the truck. All right. So in real cars, the steering wheel is not always straight. Yes, by 1 or 2 degrees. Yeah. I'd say this one is about maybe 1 or 2 degrees to the right. But I prefer when it's straight. So and it's easier than taking my car to an alignment. I can just wheel center calibration here. Oh, actually it is. No, it's not. 0 degrees there on the screen. It's a little bit off to the right. Let's turn it, and that's hit calibration. About 3 degrees off. There you go. That's the new 0. Awesome. Wheel calibration completed. That's a lot easier than taking your car to wheel alignment, isn't it? Just since the service reset to Arduino, amazing, man. Yeah, I did that a couple of days ago. To tact. Does the cluster have lights? Yes, sir. Alexa, turn off studio. So the reason why you're not seeing the lights is because now you can see the lights a little bit, but they're all on. And the reason is very simple. I have a triple TV set up here, and this emits light. So I have to turn the brightness, the exposure of the camera down so I can see the TV. Otherwise, it'd be just like blown white, and you guys would be able to see everything out here. But because it's a lot of lights here, just kind of gets that dimmed effect. And also, this happens in real life. If you're driving a car during the day and you turn the lights on, you're not going to see the lights in your car. Alexa, turn on the studio. Hey, Jal, 9023, how you doing, man? So let's get going. Let's take this truck to Norway. So we're at IKEA. Hope you guys got your meatballs. And we're gonna have to go on a wide turn here because we got those barriers here. Those are gonna be fun. Park and brake off. Do this? Yes, we can. Well, thank you, Samsung. Yeah, if you want to see me racing, just join my live streams on Saturdays, dude. And also, if you can't, by any, problems, you can also join my, just watch my recorded. You had to fix your shifter on your sim. What happened to it, NZ? Oh, the cable. Oof. That's annoying. That will kind of mess up your day. I'm gonna turn right here. And I look to the left because I can see the traffic coming from there. Kind of can't because of my big head here. And we're gonna have some trouble here because that fence is right there. And I think we're gonna take a left. Hey, dude, come on. Let me go. Thank you. Really? Really? It's a Tesla driver. Do I have to say more? Capybara. I had a capybara here the other day. Capybara. How the hell did you get this? I built it, my friend. You can check my tutorial on my channel. Why doesn't the Discord link work? It should work, man. Where isn't it working? On my channel? On the pinned? Or my description? Rocco does drums. Welcome back, dude. How much did it cost for your BMW sim? But just the sim, not the TV and stuff. Pretty much the same price as this one. About $700. You see, when you go to a junkyard here in America, the type that you pick and pull, you bring your tools and pull the parts, there is no difference in price between car brands, car years, car models. It doesn't matter. If you're picking parts from a BMW E60 or if you're picking parts from a 1982 Volkswagen, it doesn't matter. The prices are going to be the same. So I spent about $700 on that one as well. $20 degrees? Oh, that's a lot. A free play? Can you imagine? Like you go... I remember driving an old Kombi. In Brazil we call Kombi. It's the Volkswagen that looks like they call the loaf bread here in the States. The old one. I used to drive one when I was a scout, den leader in Brazil. And we had one. And that one had a lot of free play as well. Oh, the USB snapped. Can you change it, or do you is it one of those that both sides come off, or is it game over? I just posted my sim on it. Oh, thank you, Box. Thank you for letting me know. So maybe it's something with your connection, or I don't know. Well, you're connected here. I don't know, man. Does the invite is valid on your description? Okay. So I gotta check that one out. try the one on my tutorial. Check the tutorial on that one. So check the tutorial one and see if it's invalid as well. Otherwise, I'll just fix it. Thank you for letting me know. I'll check that one. Because sometimes you create a link and it has an expiration date. I turned it off. I don't know why to have that on. And we'll see. That might be the problem. Use some, sorry, I'm gonna butcher your name, but is there a mod that allows you to hide the on-screen steering wheel on ATS? I think you can hide it if you go to the text files, the INI files. I don't really get bothered by the steering wheel here because it's under my field of view. So if I turn my head down, obviously I can see the steering wheel right there. But it's not bothering me usually, and it's only when I go uphill that it shows a little bit because the camera kind of moves a little. So it doesn't really bother me to the point that I will just try to find it. You know. It's the one, oh nice. Yeah, your name on Discord might be different, and I don't have a great memory. Sometimes I just kind of... Oh no, NZ, I'm sorry to hear that, dude. And fixing USB cables are always annoying. Oh, great. Private browser window. I have no clue why that was happening to you, dude. Thank you, Creston. Thank you, Creston. Every 2 months? Why do they do that? It doesn't make any sense. Teaching your wife how to drive is cheaper than repairing bumpers. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm very lucky. My wife drives super well. She even knows how to park super well. And sometimes I just, like, we go to the beach, and the beach is about an hour away usually from our house, and I just go in the back of our minivan and I sleep. Samsung, yes, it's been raining. My Rain-X. Yeah, no, I have the mod that makes the rain a little bit more realistic. I don't know the name of that mod, however. We're gonna get tickets today. I'm not gonna drive crazy here in Europe, but I'm not gonna keep within 50 miles an hour. That's for sure. So we're gonna do it. I said I'm not gonna go crazy. Resumes to go crazy. South Africa, bro. Nice. Hello to South Africa. I don't know why, but on my Facebook and here on my channel, I do have a lot of people from South Africa. Welcome. Nice to see you, man. So Shaq, what do the apps on the Apple CarPlay do? So I just have a few screens here. They're all running SimHub. So if you, let me put back on the Apple CarPlay here for a second. So if you look at the window that I have right now, it shows a bunch of information about the truck, the trip, damage, the song that's playing, like how much fuel, how much time to the delivery, and then I can move around and show like PC information. So how's the CPU temperature right now, the GPU temperature, the CPU load, the GPU load, and the fans, and the memory, and the frame rate. I have the main, like, this is decoration purpose only. It doesn't do anything other than tell me the date. Tuesday, the 2nd, September 2nd. And then I have the music. This is coming from Spotify. And a race standing, if I was in a race. Hello, Billy Peachy. Hello, man. Good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you are. You need to replace all the links wrapped on my Twitch. Yeah, man, that's really annoying. I never liked the idea of why does it have to have, like, an expiration date. Let's stay a little farther back here so the trucks can make that turn. There's a lot of trucks coming now. Here, there's a bunch of trucks. Big line of trucks. Oh, man. or just go forward and see if they will let me wait. Let's just wait 1 more second. I think this is the last trip, and then we have all cars. Well, thank you, sir. Hello to Slovakia. How you doing? Good afternoon. I suppose it's afternoon there. Gravesend, what's the shifter called? The shifter on top of here is called Spaceball. This is Volvo 6-speed manual transmission. I heard that Honda also had a similar one in the mid-2000s. I did turn left. Right? No. Left. Oh, maybe sometimes there's a difference between the GPSs. I was looking at that one on my screen. There's a GPS here and there's a GPS here. Hey Jordan, what's up, bro? Oh, nice. You're getting up some practice on esports and big into ATS too. Oh, nice, dude. Thank you for joining, man. Yeah, check out my tutorial, and I have a bunch of videos that will show you how to get the Apple CarPlay, the steering wheel, the whole build. Do you have vibration under the seat? Yes. Can you feel the engine? Yes, I can. So the driver's seat here has a butt kicker connected underneath, and that will give me vibration. So as I drive right now, I'm feeling like every bump on the road, and the engine also. So I only use for 3 things: RPMs, bumps on the road, and the engine vibration. So it kind of doesn't overwhelm the vibration. I only have 1. If I had more, you could put for different things, like for instance, I want the vibration to be on 1, and then I want to have the bumps on the road to be on another. You don't have to stop one to start the other, if that makes sense. Colin, how long did it take to make the setup? So it took about, I don't know, 3 weekends to get the first version working, and then obviously I've been working on and off on this simulator for the past 3 years now, so it's been a process. Shaq Matas, what's my favorite Volvo car? Well, it depends on the era, I'll be honest with you. I have several favorite Volvos. In the 90s, my favorite Volvo was the 850 Turbo T5R. In the 2000s, the Volvo S60R, by far my favorite car. And now in the 2000s, 20s, it's the Volvo V60 T8. I love that car. I have an S60 2022 and an S60 2020, but I really want to buy a station wagon one day. Good morning. I didn't see your Rage Glow deck, so it's all good. This is ETS, Rashi. How much is this game? I don't know how much they're selling for. Depends if they have a sale. Sometimes it's gonna go for about $4.99 to about $20. So I can show you guys my left and right camera, so I can look to the right, I can look to the left, and I can get going. And there's a car coming now just because oh, thank you. Stop for me. Let's see if people are going to be kind enough here. Oh, this guy was. Thank you, sir. Kind of dangerous what you did right there, but I appreciate it anyways. MSN. Yes, it's a video game. You've got a full enclosed rig yourself, Jordan, based off Legend race cars, the full cockpit, roll cage. Nice, dude. Which car do you have? Join my Discord, Jordan, and share your build with us, man. What do you do if you run out of fuel on the road? You can call a tow truck, but ideally you should avoid running out of fuel. Stop at the gas station, fill it up. Yo, bro, watch F1. If you do, Lando or Oscar? I do watch. I'm more of a Lando guy. I like McLaren. I am Brazilian, so McLaren has a special place in my heart. Ayrton Senna da Silva. Maybe you guys are familiar with that name, and he was Brazilian. His titles came all by driving a McLaren. So I am a big fan of McLaren. So it's more because of McLaren than Lando, but I don't mind Lando. He's a good driver. They all are. I mean, you're not an F1 if you're an awful driver. Is it 15 pounds now? I bought it for like $4.99. It was on sale the other day. Wasn't me. How much is the setup? I spent about $700. 5:55 p.m. man, that's pretty. How is it 5:55? So you must have one of those time zones that are broken off, because it's 8:26 a.m. here in New York time. I'm in Florida, but you know, Eastern Standard Time. Would you ever plan on playing Truckers MP? Would you love to play with you? Yeah, I do have plans. I just need to sit down one day and really, you know, check it out. Because I don't want to just live stream and find, you know, all the problems and, you know, spend time just trying to troubleshoot problems. How much did I pay for this Stera model? I spent about $700, man. ATS or ETS? I prefer ATS, and only because the speed limit is a little better there, a little higher. But they're both the same game, so it's just a matter of preference. Does the AC work? So the buttons do work. All the buttons here will do something, but the air is not coming out of here, and the main reason is I'm in my home office, and here in my home office I do have a air conditioning. I just noticed my lights are not on. There we go. That's my Philips Hue lights. One more and it should turn on. There we go. So I'm gonna get that one out of the screen. Bro, you spent £1,000 on a wheel while you can have a full car for 700. Yes, dude, but here, it's important to make it very clear. I'm talking about $700 for the car parts, the wood, the metal, the carpet, the Arduinos. I'm not talking about, I mean, the wheel, the car wheel, yes, it's included because it's only $15 for the car wheel. But the Fanatec underneath, it's not $15, right? So I'm not talking about the rest of my rig. I'm only talking about what makes my simulator special, which is the car parts. So I do have a triple TV setup here, right? You can see my rear view mirror on the left and right. So it's different. It costs more money in all, but just the car parts, they're about $700 and in hardware as well. Where are you going, dude? What are you doing? I have an accident here? Oh, he's turning. Am I still busy with yesterday? What? No, sorry, I don't understand the question. Legless users, obviously you are, if I'm missing, no. You're aware of the less race, Lando. Yeah, Lando DNF, I saw that. I think he has. I think it's still early in the championship. You know, we're kind of midway through, just a little over half, and there's a lot of races now. A lot of things can still happen in the championship. Is it hard to set it all up, just Lawrence? I wouldn't call it hard. I would call it like a lot of work. So I am working on a tutorial right now to teach you guys the electronics part. I did release my tutorial on the hardware part already. The hardware is super easy. It's just a lot of work, like I said. But the electronics is a little harder, but it's not hard. Hey GT7, how you doing, GT7 guy? I'm good, man. How about yourself? How was your holiday? Are you in the US? How much were the monitors, Rios? So I spent about $800 on each TV. So they're TVs, right? That's a 65-inch TV right there. Oops. This is also a 65-inch, and obviously the front one is also 65-inch. So I bought 4K 120 hertz TVs. I know there are cheaper ones out there, but I wanted to have 120 hertz. Really, dude, I hate when people don't let you in. And I'm using my turn signal. The lane is ending, and the guy was just coming. What's my destination? We're going to Norway. gonna deliver this IKEA trailer in Norway. And we're gonna stop for a quick rest so we can turn into daylight. Never answers how much the whole rig costs. Only says $700 for the car parts. Never says anything else. Lunatic. Quite the opposite, dude. I always say the rest. But it doesn't matter for you guys. I will tell you again. It's $10,000. That's how much I spent. And the reason why I don't say it most of the times is because it doesn't make any sense for me to tell you guys. Unless it's to bragging rights or whatever you want to call it. Because there's the simple matter of the fact is, I have an overkill simulator here. Because I am a content creator. I make money out of this. This $10,000 has been paid a few times over, and a lot of things here are for free. Like for instance, even the $700 I didn't spend all that. I spent only about, let's say, $400 in total because I only bought the wood and the carpet and the Arduinos. I didn't pay for the car parts because the junkyard gives it for free to me. Because I'm a content creator, I post their junkyard. Now, for the rest of the stuff, I didn't pay for my butt kicker. I didn't pay for my Fanatec. I didn't pay for a bunch of things here. So I'm a content creator. And you can buy $700 for the rig. And then if you have a monitor already, there you go. You don't have to spend with a monitor. If you have a PC already, you don't have to spend with a PC. The only thing you have to buy is steering wheel. Wheelbase, and the wheelbase you can spend $300 on a T300 from Thrustmaster, or you can spend $2,000 on a Simicube. You know, that's what I mean, man. It doesn't matter how much I spent. It matters how much you will spend if you build a simulator, the rig like mine. But I don't believe you're gonna build like a triple 4K TV setup with 9950X3D and a 49 just to play games. So yeah. But I usually say, yes, I did make it on my own, Fever. How'd you wire the drive mode buttons, Comfort, Sport, Advanced, Lerpatsu? So the same way I wired everything else. So the buttons here on the phone, the buttons here as well. All the buttons I wired in the same way, which is an Arduino Micro Pro for everything here. And they are connected to the computer through USB. So essentially they're being seen by the computer as a joystick. So this is a joystick with 4 buttons here. So I have, this is all in one system. So I have the hazard lights, I have the advanced, which goes back to the cockpit. The comfort button disconnects the trailer, and sports, I don't think I did set anything for that. Can you put a real life wheel on any wheel, Just Lawrence? The answer to that is technically yes. The correct answer is you shouldn't. For instance, if you're not using a direct drive, you shouldn't connect a real steering wheel. But yes, in theory, you can do that with any steering wheel, with any wheelbase, you know, for that matter. Do you like driving in the rain? Yes, in real life and in the game, I love driving in the rain, man. ATS, Go Mario, you meet me again. Hello, welcome back. Oh, the headlights are on. The game, when it's dusk like this, they don't show too well for some reason. And we're gonna stop for a nap. Let's see if we can stop on this side for a nap, because I don't like to drive in the dark. It gets too dark for you guys. I think we can. It's telling me there's a gas station up to the left. Volvo center screen that pops up is OEM or replaced LCD ESP32 controlled. So nice ULT. The mechanism is OEM, so I can still like even retract it if I want. The LCD screen right there is not OEM. Oh, there's a one in the right side here. So the screen is not OEM anymore. I changed it because the OEM one is only 480 resolution. This one is 720p, and it's not controlled by ESP. It's just it's just an HDMI cable that goes to the computer. Stop right here. It's where we park. Philip, what's the name of your YouTube channel? Ooh, I should have said it. Yeah, TikTok is kind of annoying. It's the same as here, man, Philip. And you can find it in my bio. Yes, there's tutorials there. I use my actual STI wheel with my wheelbase after getting a new wheel. All I had to do was change my adapter. Yes. So that's what you can do. Like, if you watch my tutorial, that's what I did. I pretty much... Oh, I'll show you guys. This is my other steering wheel. This is a BMW, obviously, that I changed and I fixed. So it's now much prettier because it has a Volvo. All the buttons here work, and the way I did it is there's a Fanatec quick release here in the back. So pretty much you just have to shave that little extra part that's, out. You shave it off with a grinder. Then you screw all the screws in it. Make sure you're centered, and then you have the quick release, and you can just connect it. Now, obviously, it won't just work with a Fanatec because Fanatec is quite annoying, and you need to have a Fanatec or an adapter there. So I do have a Fanatec steering wheel here. Lerp Patsu, hey, I know they work with Arduino, but do you have a wiring diagram? I don't have a wiring diagram for these because it depends on what you are doing. How many buttons you have. Do you have LEDs or not? So you can make your own wiring diagram. If you're asking for the gauge cluster, yes, there's a tutorial on the Red app where you are. You can search for SimHub P2 Volvo, and it'll pop up and it has a diagram. Get the truck started. We parked here very poorly. How much did you pay for the switches? So in terms of car parts, it's super cheap. I think the whole center console here with the radio was, I think, $15, $20. It's not expensive. And then for the Arduinos, which are the little, controllers that will make it, work as a joystick, that was about, you can buy 3 for $20 on Amazon. So they're pretty cheap. I have 7 here, so I spent, what, $30, $40? Because I bought from AliExpress. They're cheaper there. Even cheaper. Oh, you use a Moza. Yeah, perfect, man. Yeah, Mozas are good for that as well. Fanatec. Moza is the best one, actually, because you can put any steering wheel there, and that will work. How do you turn off the setup? So I have these start and stop button here. This will turn off all the power adapters that are turning everything on. So if I press this button, everything will shut down. A1, that's true, man. It's an awful name for it. I don't know why it does that. They shouldn't do that, but they do. TikTok is really annoying sometimes. This is really narrow here. This is one thing I prefer about America. Everything is so wide. How much is the whole price of the setup? So for the rig, $700. Everything you see here for the rig is $700. Car parts, $300. $400 for wood, metal, carpet, Arduinos, LCD screen, all of that. I spent a lot more. I'm a content creator. I have a very overkill computer. I have triple TV here. So you can see that I have another TV right there. I have another TV right here. So I spent about $10,000, but you don't need to spend all that money. Hey, Jelly Ben, welcome back. Good morning. Okay, I will. Don't worry. I don't keep quiet. If I see a controversial topic that I don't want to touch, I will ask. Well, stop. Well, thank you, Matt Music. Let's use the engine brake here. So how much was the setup? About $700 for the rig. Nope, gotta take this exit. how did you get the steering wheel to work? I'm trying to do the same thing, rails. So if you're trying to do the same thing, check out my tutorial, man. In my bio. It's on my channel. Why did you stop in the middle of the roundabout? You don't have to let him go. How's the speedo working with Arduinos, man? Arduinos. Yeah, dude, these roads here are not made for big trucks, man. Millen Oli, just drive a real truck at this point. Yeah, sure, kid. If I play Call of Duty, I'll join the army. Molly Whoop, kind of. It's an interior of a car in my home office, not a whole car. These games eat up the CPU, though I feel it's a good PC. It's almost necessary. Yeah, man. I have a 9950 X3D. Granted, I'm running 4K, triple 4K, and a bunch of other stuff to have this working. But you can run with a lot less. Which is why our trucks here are always smaller. Yeah, dude, they're always smaller, and I kind of like the compact size of the trucks here, but I like the look of the American trucks with the hood, you know? I think that looks menacing. Yeah, right? Mathin? Like, the guy just stopped in the middle of the roundabout, like, what the heck? Arctic Polar Wolf. Thank you, man. We're driving in Euro Truck Simulator. And we're going to Norway. We're leaving Sweden towards Norway. And we're taking an IKEA trailer. Does this game have damage physics? No. No physics. No damage physics here. It's not like BeamNG that's super cool and half deformation and all of that. It's just a number. It will show you have 2% damage and that's it. And it also has mechanical damage. Yes, they are gives some. I agree with you. Not to mention, man. Oh, dude, I don't know if you checked it out, but check the lasso. What is it? The CPU lasso. There's something lasso that you need to make sure that your X3D is fully functional. Check out for, I don't know, 98 X3D, 9800 X3D, and lasso, and you'll find it. Am I a trucker? No, I am not. Does the fuel gauge actually work with the game? Yes, sir, it does. Not only the fuel gauge, but also the miles to an empty tank. They both work. No, there is no stretching. They're pretty, you know, just the right size, I'd say. This is awesome. Do you ever cut up in traffic? Yes, I do. Especially on Saturdays that I play No Hesi. Saturdays are the days of the week that I play other games. So I play Assetto Corsa, I play BeamNG, I play other fun games. Other than American Truck Simulator and Euro Truck Simulator. Imagine if there were cops that pull you over when you go too fast. Yeah, they don't pull you over. However, you do get a ticket when a police officer drives by and they see you speeding or doing something illegal. The 2008 to 2012 Tesla Roadster, it's actually quite impressive. Yeah, I like the looks of those, you know, kind of different Teslas. I don't hate them. I just don't like the Cybertruck. That one is the one I pretty much hate. But I'm not a big fan in general of electric cars. Like the concept of owning one. I wouldn't own one today, even though I have hybrid cars. I think hybrid cars are fun to drive, and they're still reliable for me. So I can trust, you know, I can make a long road trip without the fear of being, you know, waiting for 8 hours for the battery to charge. I know it's not 8 hours, but you know what I mean. Process lasso, yes, that's the one. Process lasso, if you have an X3D, you need that. That's very, very useful. You can tell that app which programs will use which parts of your CPU, like the cache or the 3D. Do I play ATS? Yes, I do. I play on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So Tuesdays and Thursdays is Euro Truck, and the other days are American Truck, and on Saturdays I just go wild. How much do you rate the graphics? I'd rate a 7 out of 10 for the truck simulators in general, not just American Truck, but the Euro Truck as well. How much did the setup cost to me? It was about $700. Well, thank you, Judy. Thank you. I appreciate that. So don't forget, guys, if you're watching the live stream, please hit that like button. It doesn't hurt you. It helps us a lot. It helps me create, a better community, increase the visibility of my channel. Don't forget to subscribe if you like what you see. I also have tutorials, so I have a bunch of stuff to show you guys. It was Process Lasso. Hey PCD, welcome back. Oh, you have a 2019 Volvo XC90. Yeah, that's a pretty good choice. I like the new platforms. The new platforms are called SPA by Volvo. Sierra Papa Alpha. So SPA. And I love them. I do have two SPA cars. I have a 2020 Volvo S60 and I have a 2022 Volvo S60 T8. They're both amazing. I love the interior. I think it's minimalistic to the point, and it's very comfortable. They're very comfortable cars. And the XC90 is very nice as well. Oh, you're back from school. Nice. Welcome back home. Oh, no worries. No worry for the caps. I know sometimes it happens. I don't like the merging lanes here in Europe. Pretty annoying. Like sometimes you have to stop in the middle of the road because cars won't let you in and they're so short. You have engine feedback for your wheel. Way too high. I like it. And I turned down about 70%, Sergio. But I like it. I think the strength for me is good. How big is your room to fit all of this? It's a pretty big room. You can, if you watch some of my videos, you'll see me panning around. Like I show the simulator from the outside. But you can see, I have a bunch of shorts there, man. Oh, we're gonna turn, what, right? Yeah, we're gonna turn right up ahead, so I'm just gonna stay here quiet in my lane. Oh, too bad, man. Hope to see you again at GT7. Thank you for hopping in, man. What's my favorite truck simulator or favorite truck in ATS and ETS? So in ATS is the VNL 2014. I like that one. And here, I'm liking this one so far. I have the FH16. I'm liking it. Pretty cool truck so far. Can't complain. Oh, from Maine. Nice. I loved Maine. I went there last year. So pretty. I went to see some of the lighthouses. They're so pretty. And I had some lobster, obviously, by, what's the name of that lighthouse? Dude, I forgot. It's a pretty place. The weather was perfect. It was like end of May, mid-May. And very pretty. How do you make the gauge move? You need Arduinos, man, and there's a bunch of tutorials on my channel. What's the frame rate on the game, Musical Bobcat? I'm running 60 FPS here right now. I locked it at 60, so I don't have any drop frames. Do trucks have their own refuel station? Yeah, I don't. You need. They show on the map here, but yeah, in real life you don't have to stop. People usually make space. Oh, okay. Maybe it's just the rude drivers here in the AI. Yeah, I think, like, too futuristic, it's not good. Like, I think a brand that's doing an amazing job balancing futuristic with good looking are two brands right now. Cadillac is doing super well. I think their looks are amazing. And I like Kia's look also. Maybe I'm a little biased. I do have a 2025 Kia Carnival. Cost of the setup, about $700. So Shil? Where did you procedure the dashboard? At the junkyard. I think that's what you're asking. Well, thank you. More with PEG. Oh, I thought that guy was just gonna go through. Really? Really? Bro doing everything but actually working, Adrian. That's quite funny, actually, because how do you think I pay for all of this? I work. And not to brag, but I bet I have a better job than you do, man. I'm an executive at a very large company and I work from home, so Adrian, it's kind of actually funny. These things don't buy themselves, and not to mention, I make money also playing, which is a lot of fun. You should try, dude. Don't be jealous, man. Can you make the temperature widget work? What do you mean, the temperature widget? The temperature is working. This is showing my GPU temperature, and this is showing my CPU temperature right now. Thank you, A1, man. You're always so kind, dude. We are going to Norway, Redemptions. I've been to England, yes, in the game, not in real life. The only time I've been in Europe in real life was when I flew to Russia in 2018 for the World Cup. And I landed in Switzerland. Oh, speeding violation. Well, thank you, Unknown. Thank you. And I landed in Switzerland, but it was just a layover. I didn't actually leave the airport. Have you played on Slow Roads? Is that a game, or are you asking in a game like Slow Roads as in actual Slow Roads? Oh no, you may not steal mine. You can build one, man. I have a tutorial on my channel. You can just follow it. Does your odometer over change? Yes, it's clocking the miles here. But you're playing ATS 2 every day on a Logitech G29 wood shifter. Nice, man. Good choice. Wow, that was close. I used to own a T300. Pretty good wheelbase for 10 years ago. They're still good if you own one, but if you would buy a new one nowadays, I wouldn't recommend that. How does everything on dash work? Lights, ambient lighting, navigation, social. There's different approaches to different things here. So on the gauges, I'm using an Arduino Uno with a CAN bus shield. For the buttons here to get them to work, I'm using an Arduino Micro Pro. For the steering wheel, I use the ESP32 because it's Bluetooth. Then I have the Philips Hue lights, which are connected through Wi-Fi. Is there music? Yeah, I'm playing music. But I can only play copyright free because I'm live streaming on multiple places right now, and they're all... one of them is very sensitive to copyrighted music. Sushil, I would love to do that, man, but I don't have the time, man. And it's not pre-recorded, no, Tobin. Unless I can come back from the future, you know. Or can I? Yeah, Logitech. Well, it's not Logitech's fault. In my opinion, Logitech and Trustmaster were the only players in the market, right? The big players. And they made everything look so plasticky and you know, game-like a toy-like thing. So I'm not a big fan of their older style. And I prefer brands that are working towards making it look more like a racing thing or a real car. I think it looks better. Oh, I see Musical Bobcat. No, I haven't tried that. Sir, is it possible to move your gauge camera just a pinch to the left so you could see the miles left? Oh, it moved again. Yes, it is possible. It should be right there, but let me... There you go. I think it should be displaying now, right? Is that a curved LED? No, it's a flat one. I can show you. You can kind of see here, it's all flat. But because it's a big, round, you know, in the game, you don't know. Like, I swear to God, even if you're here in person, you'll think that this is curved. Official, you said 700, so 700 for everything rig. Yes, Arduinos, ESP32, gauge cluster, car parts, that. Not for the Philips Hue, the TVs, the computer, the wheelbase. It's only the rig, the physical rig, where you sit down and you play and it's a car. That's about $700. Also, what graphics card and PC you are using? So, Social, I am using a 9950X 3D, and I'm paired with a 4090 with 64 gigs of memory RAM, DDR5. Well, obviously, it's a 9950X 3D, but yeah. Can you please play a bus game? Or I will when they release the DLC. So apparently SES is releasing a DLC for Euro Truck Simulator that will allow us to drive trucks, coach trucks here in Europe. So I'm looking forward to that. Oh wow, that was an unsafe. Dude just passed me on a turn on a blind spot. Dude, that's insane, man. AI here is too bold sometimes. Would you be confident to drive a real truck after spending so much time at the sim? I don't know if I would be, you know, good driving a truck. I'd be confident trying, but it's a completely different beast, and I've heard from different people that it's actually very realistic, especially the barking part, but I don't know. I'd be afraid. Yeah, probably. Whoa, can I press the follow button? Yes, you can. Yes, go ahead, press the follow button, man. Thank you for the follow. And in case I forgot to tell you guys, please don't forget to hit that like button there on my channel. Don't forget to subscribe if you like what you see. I'm on the road to 12,000 subscribers. So close. And on the other app, I'm on the road to get to 200,000 followers. And I'm at 195,000. So close, guys. Come on, let's give it that follow button a push. Oh yeah, the horizontal one is way better, but not a lot of people find it. I don't know why. Holy cow! Oh no, wait. I put the... Ooh. For a second I thought I had 138 people watching on the horizontal. I forgot to put the right one. Oh boy. That scared me for a second. In a good way. Yeah, that's more normal. 6 people watching on the horizontal. Ooh, first gear, come on. Alright, clear. Oh, sorry, didn't see you guys. You were on my blind spot, but thank you for letting me in. Drop down a gear, Reese. So what happens here, this tachometer is calibrated. So it's calibrated to use the whole tachometer. And so 2,000 RPMs in the truck, in the game, means 7,500 RPMs. So I manage the gears, but I don't need to drop because it looks high. It's not that high. Oh, to the right? Jelly Ben, so now you actually enjoy F123 now. You tested again, and it was actually kind of fun. What I've heard from even professional drivers is that they actually went a little over the top. Pretty fast here. They went too over the top with the traction control loss. So if you just accelerate a little bit, you'll spin. So it's realistic if you add more traction control on it. Oh, it can definitely, Sushil. It can reduce your gas spending, and you can also help you relax. I mean, I relax while driving, so I don't have to go for a ride anywhere. I love the echo. This road is crazy. Look at this. Like, is it possible to do something like this, but with an S-Class interior? Yes. You can do this with any type of interior. I did build one with a BMW E60, and I built one with a Miata once. So yeah, you can do with any car interior, and my tutorial will pretty much work for any of that. We need a fuel gas station, or like they call in England, a petrol. So how did you do the turn indicators, Gordon? I will make a video about it, but pretty much it's also an Arduino, and it's connected to the indicator. So like, for instance, I can use the turn stock, the wiper stock. It's the same thing. So essentially there's little connectors on the board. There's a little board there, and when there's a little prong that goes on top of it, it makes a short. So those two will be shorted, and when it's shorted, it will tell the Arduino the button X was pressed, and then it will send to the game. It's basically just a short detector. Can you show the tablica in your right? How's the name in English? What is the tablica? I don't know. I don't know what that is, man. I'm sorry. I need a fuel station, quick. Thank you, Alvin. Thank you, man. I mean, it's don't get me wrong, Sushil. It's great to drive in real life. Obviously, it's amazing. The feeling it's awesome, but it's also dangerous. You can't do a lot of stuff in the real road, and you're putting your life and everybody else's lives at risk. So I think that's, you know, a win-win for everybody, to be very honest, in my opinion. So, you know, there's that. What happens if my fuel tank goes empty? The engine goes off. But there's a gas station right here. We're gonna take the chance to fill it up. Thank you, Redrum. Welcome, dude. How you doing? Yes, Ghost, I do. It's the same name as here. You can find it in my bio. So let's fill up this truck, and let me show you guys the process and show you guys the light. So you can see here that my gauge light for the fuel is on, right? That little orange light is the fuel light. So all I have to do is I turned off the engine, and there's a button behind my steering wheel right here. There's a few buttons here. You can't see, they're hidden, but I click enter, and that will start filling up the fuel. So you'll see the needle moving up, and the light will turn off, and then miles to an empty tank right here where my hand is on the gauge cluster, which moved again. That will start going up, so watch it. Rahul, does it have steering wheel feedback? Yes, it does. There you go, light is off. This is on your interior, the text sign. Oh, the license plate. Yeah, I can show it in detail. All right, so now the tank is full. 717 liters of fuel. So you can see the needle is slowly going up, because like in the real car, it does take some time to go up. It's not like instantaneous. So that's going up, and let me zoom out a little bit. Somebody asked me about my license plate, so let me zoom in into that. So that's my fake license plate. It just says Flybrick. A company sent me over that one, and I just put my old sticker there, and it's by my other steering wheel, which is this one. All right, let's get going, guys, because we got fuel. We got to deliver this IKEA trailer right here. Does the steering wheel have force feedback? Yes. Passenger seat. What about it? Yes, I do have a passenger seat right here. Can you plan a setup that can simulate the forces acting on your seat, like moving left and right? I could, Sushil, but I would have to rebuild the whole thing because currently I'm on a wooden platform, and that I don't believe would be capable of holding the weight of, and movement. Well, thank you, kid. Sotelo. You need a BMW M5 interior with Forza Horizon. Yeah, man, that'd be cool. Yes, Xenon, E60 and a Miata. You can find some videos on my channel. Let's get going. Turn off the parking brake. Let's go. We're about 10 minutes from our destination in Norway. Is it clear? Yes, it is. There's no cars coming. Thank you, Judy. Thank you. Thank you for the flowers. Really appreciate that. Mod for text-in trailer, IKEA, not IKA. I think I have the mod. It's IKEA. It's the real brands. Ooh, gotta turn. Don't hit the tunnel. Do I play ATS, Ghost? Yes, I do. I play ATS every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So Tuesdays and Thursdays are Europe. And on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, we're in America. Oh, there is a construction here on the road. Hey, Quantas7509, what's up, man? Carlo, hi. Carlo said hi. Hello. Put the parking brake. Red light there. Do I play? I said that I played this. The resale value on this setup will be good because there's the demand for this spare parts. It's really smart. Mod, but I have DLCs. Yeah, you need the. There's a mod that has the real brands, and the real brands mod will change, the IKA to IKEA. You should start a real car simulation startup and let people experience real experience cars they don't otherwise afford. What do you mean, man? I'm interested in hearing more. What do you mean by that? Do you play with car mods, Ghost? I don't. I'm waiting for the road trip DLC that will introduce Ford and Dodge to the game. That'll be fun. Hello, Roy. Going pretty well, Carlo. How about yourself, dude? Do you play BeamNG? Yes, Pablo, on Saturdays. So if you look at my Saturday live streams on my channel, or you can join my live streams on Saturday morning, you'll see me playing. Another car just passing me over on a blind spot. People are just crazy here in Europe, guys. How do you manage to make the steering wheel move to replicate vibrations, Sushil? So it's not about the steering wheel, it's about the wheelbase. So the wheelbase I'm using here is a Fanatec Club Sport DD with 12 Newton meters of force. So the game will send the vibration. So right now you can kind of see it's shaking. That's the vibration of the engine that's causing it to shake. Oh really? There's a huge bus trying to pass me on a blind spot. People are just insane sometimes. What monitor do I use, Corno? I'm using a triple 65-inch TV, 4K, 120 Hertz. Big narrow turn. That's scary. So it's triple 65. You can see here I have my right and left. Okay, so we're going towards the left. Wow, these things are tight, guys. This is a cool tunnel. I never seen a roundabout in a tunnel. That's pretty cool. Oh, we're still going inside the mountain here. How do you have the dice, Alex? It's a mod. Should I buy American truck or Euro truck? Skibbity. It's a preference thing. The both games are the same engine, same everything. Now, American Truck Simulator will have the American trucks, obviously, with the hood. You know, they're bigger, they're larger, the roads are wider, they're straighter. In Europe, they're narrower, full of turns, so it's a preference right there. And then the other preferences, like right now, my speed limit is 50 miles an hour, pretty low. In America, it's 75 miles an hour, sometimes even 80 miles an hour, so you can drive way faster. So it's more of a preference thing. So if you like faster, American. If you like more winding roads, Europe. Yeah, I don't know. Not my wife necessarily, it's Emma. She is bored, very bored. Most of the time she's bored. Joan Fueler, tell that to all the millions of dollars all the big racing teams spend on simulators. If it's nothing like real life, then what are they doing? What's Verstappen doing wasting so much time on a simulator? Dude, simulators are very much like driving in real life. They lack a few things, yeah, G-forces, the real risk of dying, but yeah, they're pretty much like real life, you know, in the sense that you can follow the rules, you have to learn how to park, learn the size of your truck. In this case, I'm driving a truck. I can drive in Nordschleife, for sure. I'd be very 100% confident I can go on a quick lap in Nordschleife just because I've driven it literally thousands of laps in the simulator. So yeah, I'd say it's pretty realistic. Let's go through the auto pass. The Euro trucks are newer, stronger, and better. Alex, then again, that's another preference thing. Some people like to drive the old trucks, like Peterbilts and, you know, like the classic ones. So it's a preference thing. Like I always say, you can say you prefer Euro Truck Simulator. I can say I prefer American Truck Simulator, but neither of us is right. Because the game is the same. It's the same game, literally. So you can start customizing dashboards for enthusiasts. That would be a great startup plan for the whole setup. Cheap scrap parts from Miatas. I theoretically could, Sushil, but I don't have the time, unfortunately. I work full-time. I'm an executive of a very large company, and I work from home. So I try my best to be able to share my passion here and still live a life. So it would be quite hard for me to just start building and selling things. Nice, Claudio. Claudio Cardoso, is that Portuguese? Or Brazilian? Oh, we're gonna be late? Oh, we are potentially gonna be late. We have about an hour to deliver, so let's speed up a little bit. Oh, nice, PCD, thank you. Come on, move. PXN V99 and a V10 on a GT stand and a wooden seat. Dude, that's amazing already, man. Don't... Like, there are some people playing with a keyboard and some playing with a controller, so... PXN, from what I've heard, I never used it. It's a very decent option, budget option nowadays. Let's try to pass. No, it's not gonna work. Speeding violation. What the hell? That's one thing I hate about driving here. I think I can. No, I can't. I'm not fast enough to pass this guy. Bro, which car use? It's a preference thing, Vendeel. You can build with any car, essentially. I have a Volvo because I really like Volvos. Here I am doing that blind spot passing. Let's see if I can pull it off. Yes, I can. The RPMs are rising like a Honda VTEC in a diesel truck. Yeah. I don't know if you heard my answer previously, but it's calibrated, so that's why it goes so high. Calibrated to 2,000 RPMs, it's gonna always show 7,500 here. You made your own wheel as a challenge. That's a pretty good challenge, man. Oh, there's another police officer right there, but I was slow. How do you judge the right side while overtaking? How do you judge the distance while turning if there's enough space? It's easier for me because my peripheral view, I can see the sides of the truck. So I feel pretty confident when I have to overtake somebody. But it's not that hard. Well, thank you, Ahono Batha. Oh, is that guy signaling? Like he turned the left signal to let that guy know he could pass? If that's so, that's pretty cool. Well, thank you. I think he's letting me pass as well. Speeding violation, obviously. Oh no, it doesn't. It doesn't. It looks like, you know, I can see the end of the road, kind of where it goes here to the side of the car. The DAF dealership. Which percentage of texture scale do you use? I've seen setting in benchmark test videos, so I've been using 100% on the scale. If I go too high, there's a police officer behind me. There's one there. Alright, just get the tickets, guys. I've got an hour to deliver. Not that bad. Is your Volvo a manual? Yes. Here and in my garage. One of my Volvos. The other two are automatic. I have one manual Volvo and two automatic ones. I agree, Sushil, but that's, you know, that's also a preference thing. I think Volvo have pretty good looking interiors and they aged pretty well. I think this interior aged very well compared to, say, a Mercedes from the 2000s era. I don't think Mercedes aged too well. What's my main car? Is this my main car? I'd say that in terms of mileage, yes. It's my main car. Oh, can't deliver wherever. I have to play it safe. Grayed out. Okay, it's gonna be off to my right there. Back up a little bit. I was driving to Norway. We're here actually already in Norway, and we're delivering it right here. What's your favorite, BMW or Volvo? Oh, BMW or Volvo. I like BMWs, but I wouldn't never own one. I owned a track BMW once, but it wasn't my daily. It was just a track car, and it was awful to maintain. Always braking, always something wrong with it. All right, so we're here. That was an easy parking because they didn't let me choose. This is our IKEA trailer. So let's disconnect the trailer by pressing comfort. Do you like the Going East DLCs? I don't think I have that one. I gotta check it out. Alright, we're level 24 now. We're still slowly growing here on ETS. Continue. Oh, we got an eco driving now. Let's choose another job. I still have about 25-30 minutes. We're here in Norway. A long trip. France. Osnabrück. Where should we go? Oh, I don't think I have that one. Or do I? Yes, I do. I have Hungary, Slovakia, Poland is up here. I don't have this one, which has Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, Romania, Bulgaria, Turkey, Greece, Albania. I'm missing a few. Can you turn on the AC? The AC is on. This is my home office, and that is my AC. Drive to Finland. Let me see if there's something to Finland. A1. I don't have Finland. I don't have the DLC for Finland. Why are you don't have a Oslo? Where is Oslo? I do have in Norway, right? But I don't think I have anything delivering to Oslo. Let me check on the shorter ones. Here are the cheaper ones. Dusseldorf. That doesn't pay anything. Frankfurt. Yeah. No, I have nothing to Norway. So I think we'll go to a long-ish. Go back to Sweden, maybe. It pays well, so let's go back to Sweden. Oh, it's gonna be a heavy cargo. Nice. Let's go. So we gotta pick it up. Where is it going to be? Hey, Lewins! Welcome back, man. It's been a while. And I think I'm on the wrong way, but that's alright. Sorry, Sushil. Hard to choose, man. So many options. So many options. When's the new video, or which video? You mean the tutorial for the electronics? I'm still working on it, man. It's so hard to find time. Juggle life and everything else in between. So we are going back to Sweden, PCD. We're gonna get the trailer here in Norway, and we're gonna go back to Sweden. If you can change your route and instead drive from Albania to Germany, Munich. I can't change it like that because I can't go to Albania. Like, I need to drive to Albania. I don't want to pay them. They charge you money if you just want to move the truck out somewhere. There is an app called Caster Labs that combines all my streaming platforms into one. So I can see TikTok, I can see where you are, I can see the purple and the green all together in one. Do you like manual or automatic? I like both. I like manual cars when I'm just driving for, you know, fun on the weekend. I have a manual car that I go to my flight school, you know, just to fun places. But I like automatic every other day of the week. And we're getting tickets left and right here in Europe. It's just so annoying. But it is what it is. Oh, it started to rain. Where is it? To the left. Wait, let me in. Is that a record? I think my record was like 13 once. Jelly Ben, people watching there, but it's super hard. I have to farm people from other places to send them there, and I haven't been very successful doing so for whatever whatever reason. Sushil, does my stereo work? Yes. And in fact, you can watch one of my latest videos, short videos. Will show in detail. I came here, I recorded playing CDs and showing everything how it works. Where's the truck? Right there. Yeah, if you're driving a lot, especially in heavy traffic, come on, automatic is no less manly. And also, like, depends on the country. Like, I come from Brazil, man. Every other car is manual. It's nothing to be boasting about. Oh, I drive a manual car. Yeah, all the old ladies are driving manual cars as well, and ladies, and everybody else in between. Like, automatic cars are rare in Brazil. You don't have manual cars just like here in the US. So it's nothing to boast about. Literally just driving. So to me, it's not only a matter of preference, but it's a matter of convenience. So I drive my manual car, not a lot, because it's my garage queen. My Volvo S60R, it's like this one. It's just like this interior here. It's the exact replica. And it only has about 100,000 miles on it, and I love that car. So I don't drive it every day to go to the supermarket, you know. You wanted to ask me which one is better, G29 or PXN V9 Gen 2 fork? I would go with the PXN, even though I don't have experience with it, just because it's a direct drive. Can you redline it? I can. That's not very efficient, you know, for fuel. Thank you for letting me in. People are not very polite. There, red line. Let's see. And what? Oh, I was paying attention that I think I hit the trailer on the exit there. It's a bike trailer. So let's red line again. There you go, red line. There you go. Yeah, A1, that's true. It's here in the US, it's almost like a badge of honor. Ooh, I drive a manual car. I'm a man. I'm a manly man. It's just really, dude. Like, what about all the girls driving manual cars in Brazil or anywhere else in the world? Like, even in Europe, there's some places that a lot of people drive manual cars. It's like normal. But, you know, context is also king, and here in the US, they're not very common. And this is heavy. Very heavy. I'm flooring, and it's not cold. So, you know, here in the US, it was hard to find a manual version of my car. You know, it was hard to find a Volvo Spacewalk. I had to drive all the way to North Carolina to buy it. So, that will tell you a lot. Can you show the clutch accelerator? Yes, I can. There. This is the clutch. I think it's quite dark because usually I drive using when I'm driving a racing title, I'll drive with my racing shoes, and it's white shoe, so I need the contrast. And you can kind of see the lights for my butt kicker right there. You see the little light that kind of shows there. Rain, it's easy for accident. Yes, sir. Why no automatic trans gear stick? I'm not sure I understand your question. Do you play Forza Horizon 5 on this simulator? They have Volvos. Yes, I did play quite a few times here. The only problem with that is the Forza Horizon, I can't fix the camera the way I want. I can't move the camera anyways. The hazard light's working, yes. And it also obviously works in the game, so I can go outside. You're going to see the hazard lights are on now. The button in the interior are working. Yeah, every single button works here. Every single one. There's not a single button here that doesn't work. One should absolutely know how to drive a manual. If you don't, it is true. I mean, you should know how to drive a manual car. But then again, like, context is everything. Like, how are you gonna force a kid here in the United States to learn how to drive a manual car if they can't even find one? Like, it's a unicorn to find a manual car around. So, and those who have a manual car, I'm not gonna just borrow my manual Volvo for some kid to learn how to drive and install it, you know. Then you'd have to have a simulator, and that's why context is quite important, and even in this situation, because manual cars, yeah, they're cool to drive. You feel more connected. You're doing more things. You're doing more of the work. But if you are in the United States, they're just hard to find. Oh, nice, Ahono. I'm glad you're here, man. Follow my tutorial. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you do that, because it will help a lot. I agree, Jellyben. Horizontal is so much better. I don't know why it's so hard to have a live stream that can seamlessly move between both. Like, if I turn my phone, you go horizontal. If you go straight, you know, up vertical, you go vertical. That should be the norm. Does the truck sim stall? Yes, I can show you. I'll stop you at the tool booth. Speeding violation, come on. I hate the speed limits here. So I am on first gear. I'm gonna let go of the clutch, and the truck's gonna stall. There you go. The truck is dead. Joey, your tachometer is way off. Quite the opposite, actually. It's very accurate. But it's accurate to the motion of the gauges, not to the number. I don't need the number, Joey. As you know, diesel cars and trucks will have lower RPMs. So if my tachometer was calibrated to the truck in the game, it would only stay to 600 and 2000. 600, 2000. And you barely move the needle, man. That's not enough. So I calibrated 2000 RPMs, which I'm gonna try to go up right now. It's a heavy load here, without pressing the clutch. But we're at about 1700 now, 1800, 1900. Now we're about 2000 RPMs. I can show you down there, 2000, exactly 2000 now, because it's calibrated. So for me, it's better to see the red line than, you know, my thing just stuck at 2000. All right, am I going the right way? No, I'm not. I'm supposed to go that way. At least this is a roundabout. Going towards Oslo. Yes, right here. Can you see the bonnet of the truck? There's no bonnet per se. These trucks don't have a bonnet. The engine is underneath the cabin. Well, thank you, Ahono. I appreciate that, dude. That is very appreciated. Hey, Wade, what's up, man? Yeah, and it's totally fine if you want to pay attention at the numbers, but the thing is, Joey, like, I drive cars, I drive trucks, I drive F1 cars, so for me, it's better, like, if I'm driving an F1 car, their idle speed is like 6,000, 5,000 RPMs. That's the idle. So the needle will be stuck here at 5,000, and whenever I hit the accelerator just a little bitty, it'll go to 8,000 and get stuck there. So I don't see the rest of the gauge movement. You know, like the tachometer will be always stuck in the max. So that's not very helpful. So by calibrating it, it gives me a wider range. So sometimes, for instance, I'm driving a Porsche with 9,000 RPMs. That's 1,000 more than I have here. So it's better for me to know when to shift by knowing when it's hitting the red line than the actual number, if it makes sense. Can you put some music in the truck? It is playing. There's just changing music now. And I don't leave it very loud, but I can put it a little louder. There you go. I think you guys can hear it, right? There's music playing. Do you have in the right opening the small doors made from plastic? You can open and hide their documents. Oh yeah, the glove box. Yes, I can show you in a second. Let me. We're heavy, very heavy. Going uphill here, a very winding road. Oh wow. We're second gear and the truck is super struggling. I'll show you in a second. Because I need to move the camera around. We move here, so right here, that's the glove box you're asking about. And it also does have the manual of the car. The remote control. Yeah, A1, I understand people who are like looking for the number, but I'm pretty sure like when you're driving, your peripheral vision does not read the numbers. Your peripheral vision knows where the needle is in relation to the gauge cluster. So just like me, I'm driving, I'm not looking at the tachometer when I'm trying to shift gears. I don't go like, oh, I'm at exactly 5,500 RPMs, it's about time to shift gears. No, I see the needle with my peripheral view that went closer to the red line, so I know I have to change it. Go to the Autobahn. And unfortunately for trucks, the Autobahn has a limit for trucks also. But it's not like free-for-all, like cars. You love Audi. Yeah, I don't like Audis. I think out of the German brands, Audi is my least favorite brand. Can you turn on the lights of the truck? They're on. The lights are on. The reason why you're not seeing it is because I have too many lights here, and the lights make it harder to see. Just like if you're driving a real car and during the daylight and you have the lights on, you're not going to see the lights. There's too many lights around me. But for the game also, it is on. I can show you. I don't have the high beams on, which I could turn it on, but I don't want to blind everybody here. Oh, don't worry, BCD. You're trying your best, dude. That's what matters. We're communicating, man. We're communicating. You could install some black curtains around Builder T. You read my mind. Look at that. Let me turn the camera here all the way around. And that's some black curtains right here. Because otherwise, there would be a lot of reflex. You'd be seeing my wall if there wasn't black curtains. So I do have two black curtains that I move around when I need to start live streaming or record. Dark Sky, I'm from Brazil originally. I was born in Brazil, raised in Brazil, and I live in Tampa Bay area in the United States of America. And I became a citizen a few years ago, so I am a Brazilian American. Oh wow, the winding road ahead, that's so cool. Like, look at this. I don't know if you guys can see it in the map here with all the winding roads. I can kind of zoom in, I guess. Oh, there you go. That's a winding road right there. Volvo, add a door to your setup. I don't want to add a door The reason is I want to keep it open, man. I like it open. I don't think the door would add a lot of realism. Yes, it would make, you know, look like a car a little bit more, but I like the open concept. Oh, I do have one, A1. I do have one. I need to live stream one day with the digital one. And it works just as like exactly what you said. It will then show the right number of the RPMs. So I have a screen that I 3D printed a bezel that can go right here, and it will display whatever I want to display. Please shift into 5th gear. Red Plater, I think you missed my explanation about the tachometer being calibrated. So if I switch to 5th gear, we're not going to go up this hill. We're trying to find you home when once GTA 6 out, man. That'll be so awesome when it comes out. My engine is not cooking, Red Platter. This is calibrated, my friend. This is about 1200. Let me see exactly how much. 1100 RPMs right now because it's calibrated. I'm using the whole needle. I don't want my gauge cluster just to show 600, 2000, 600, 2000. So 2000 RPMs in the game truck means 7500 RPMs in my tachometer. Much more useful. I was literally just talking about that, Red Plater. How far are you going? We're not going to deliver today. We still have about 40 minutes to get to Sweden. So we're going to drive another 10 minutes or so, and then I got to start working. I have a meeting at 10, so. Thank you, Dark Sky. What is going on here, fellas? Well, I'm sorry you broke down, dude. That's a bad place for that. Do you have a handbrake? Yes, sir. Right here. But the handbrake only works with cars because it's a handbrake. Trucks don't have a handbrake. They have a parking brake. How far until the delivery? We are about 500 miles, 40 minutes to our destination. We're driving to Sweden. We're going to the city of Karlskrona in Sweden. And I probably butchered the name. Hey, Unknown, thank you for the flowers, man. I really appreciate that. Now I need to change gears because I was at 2000 RPMs. I hope it will offer steering wheel support. I mean, I hope so. However, you know, you can mod GTA 5 at least. You can mod already to play with a steering wheel. I do play sometimes. But I think, yeah, I agree with you. It will take quite some time to be released on PC. Thank you, man. Thank you, Unknown. I really appreciate it, man. Do you have a 4... I don't know what that is. Oh, thank you, man. Truckers of Europe 3 is the best in mobile, and Euro Truck Simulator is best in the PC. Oh, nice to know. Why is the drive really slow? We're carrying a very heavy trailer here. I'm going as fast as I can, but we're going uphill. Four seats, I think you're talking about, right? No, I just have the passenger seat and the driver's seat. So we'll stop in a second there so we can turn into daylight again because it's almost midnight here in Norway. Although it's not super completely dark, it's dark-ish. Are you using a Volvo truck? Yes, sir, I am. It's a Volvo FH16, the 540 horsepower version. I think I'm just about able to change the engine to a better one. So we're gonna do that. Oh, look at that. Let me stop the truck here. We got Northern Lights here. Can you guys see that? I moved the camera a little bit higher. Alexa, turn off the studio. Oh, look how cool. We have the Northern Lights here. That's so cool. Sorry about that, everyone in the road. Alexa, turn on the studio. Never seen that in real life or in this game. That's pretty awesome. I think so. I think the strongest one is around that much horsepower. This one is the 540 because I started playing Euro Truck Simulator just about a month ago. I'd say a little bit more than a month now. And I am still progressing on the levels. So I just reached, I think today, level 25. Volvo Sports, add a dog to your seat. Yeah, I added the girl, but there was a dog also, a German Shepherd. Let's get super close here. Where's the turn off the engine sign? Ah, come on, you gotta let me turn off the engine. I hate when they don't let you sleep. Especially because I'm driving a 2-trailer truck. Is that why? Really? Are you not gonna let me sleep here? Come on. I hate that. Okay, but I have to stop anyway, so I guess we're gonna have to pick it up in the nighttime. All right, everyone, I think that pretty much sums it up for today. I have to start working. I usually stop live streaming just about this time of day, and I need to find a way to stop the camera from moving around. Hope it stays now. All right. So yeah, I have to end the live stream for today, but I really appreciate all of you guys. And I really hope to see you guys on my next live stream. I live stream every Monday through Friday from 8-ish a.m. Eastern Standard Time all the way till just about 10 a.m. 9:50, 9:45-ish. So I really hope to see you again, and I hope that you enjoyed the live stream. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like. Also, don't forget to just subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Come back for more. So again, my schedule is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We play American Truck Simulator. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we play Euro Truck Simulator. And on Saturdays, we drive whatever. So we drive BeamNG, Assetto Corsa Competizione. What else did we play already? Pretty much, you know, any sim racing title that people ask me on that day. Volvo Sports, build a Audi setup. Man, I really don't like Audi interiors, man. I really don't. 700 horsepower Volvo isn't bad. Yeah, let me see if I can at least see. Oh, I gotta pull back into the game. Alright. I don't think it's gonna let me. Truck manager, garage manager, service truck dealers. You can't really visit the dealership online, can you? Yeah. No, I can't. It doesn't let me. I have a Volvo dealership somewhere. There. Visit. Yeah, no, I cannot do that, unfortunately. And you can only buy once you have 5 trucks at least, and I don't have 5 trucks in the game yet. All right, tomorrow we'll check. I mean, Thursday we can check. Gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, I think there's not a lot of ladies here, but ladies and gentlemen, I really appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching. Have an amazing day. Don't forget to like, subscribe if you haven't done so already. Hit the follow button. I'm on my road to 200,000 on TikTok. How far am I? Oh, the phone is hot. So we got 194,700 people. So we're 5,300 people away from the objective. Not too far, guys. So with your help, we can get there. And on the red app, we are at, did we cross 12,000? Did we cross it? Come on, loading, 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 come on. Ah, come on, it's loading. The suspense. No, really? Really? We almost didn't have any new followers today? Is that so? That is insane-o. Oh, wow. Well, hope you guys liked it. If you didn't subscribe, I hope you do. I usually leave for a minute or so before the live stream ends, so you have time to do that. Thank you, A1. Thank you for that. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, Jelly Ben, for watching there and being, guarding the fort on my purple. Oh, don't worry, man. It's not gonna go loud in my ears. I just see the caption, but that's all right. And I hope you guys have an amazing day, guys. Enjoy. Stay safe, and see you tomorrow.